The 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers are deciding to bench Justin Fields and start their newly acquired quarterback, Russell Wilson.
Do you think it was Caleb Williams' thought? He was probably like, listen, he's not gonna play in Chicago, and he's definitely not fucking playing in the Steeler Nations because Caleb Williams controls the entire fucking NFL, and you know it's true.
It's
And
not
anybody
Caleb,
that
it's his
doesn't
dad.
think it's true, it's the fucking truth.
It's
Okay?
Caleb's dad.
Yes. Oh, Caleb's dad, which is really Caleb. It's the same thing. Caleb Jr., Caleb's dad, whatever. But basically, I think it's pretty surprising. I don't know what the hate with Fields is personally. Yes, maybe his metrics aren't the best, or like, sh really, maybe it doesn't really show how the 4-2 start, but I think he's done well when he needed to. Well, his rushing upside, I think his long passes, his ability to pass have been pretty good. Honestly, I just don't think they have many playmakers. I mean, other than Pickens, who barely gets on the court, clearly on the field, on the court.
Freiermuth, Pickens,
Brad Freiermuth. I mean, like, okay, bro, those two playmakers, two
Calvin
playmakers.
Austin,
Are you fucking kidding me right now, Austin? Are you
Van
talking about Steve Austin? Are you
Jefferson.
talking about Steve? Are you talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin? Because he has a good ability. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Najee Harris, okay? Najee Harris is the weirdest fucking flexer. Like he's a flexer. You know when you flex, but you don't have much to flex, but you think
Oh,
you're in the
you.
mirror, you think you look fucking all good. So yeah, you can put him in the flex position, and he's been pretty solid. 8 to 10 points. Hasn't been really getting a lot of touchdowns, except of course the last game when I didn't start him against a very, very bad run D. But Najee Harris, he's a decent flex, but I'm not really that crazy about starting him. I don't think much changes with him there. But
You
I
haven't
wouldn't
been
start Pickens.
crazy.
I wouldn't start Pickens, and I wouldn't start. I mean, Fryermuth maybe, but I wouldn't start them. I don't like
You
them that
have
much.
you haven't been crazy about Najee Harris
No.
for I don't know how many weeks, and now he drops 20 points on your bench. And of course,
Against the
you're not going to be
Raiders D,
crazy of
against
him.
the Raiders D, that's one of the worst in the NFL, and
Yeah, Max
he has a lot
Crosby.
of harder matchups, and he just doesn't look good. Like he just doesn't look good.
So Najee Harris is the most consistent running back you will ever see in the NFL when he's not injured.
The
Najee,
most consistent. You're
yes,
hearing this, everybody. The most consistent running back. All right,
yep.
bro.
He's a great running back to start every single week. Boris has no idea what he's talking about. Pickens' value has definitely just gone up. We saw what Russell Wilson was doing with Cortland Sutton in Denver, and Freiermuth is pretty sneaky, I would say. Also, I think Russell Wilson likes
So
it.
let me get this straight. Before we end this, let me get this straight. So you're basically saying they did the right thing for putting in Wilson.
I'm
Everybody
saying
improves.
that first of all,
Everybody
I think the
improves.
NFL needs to be investigated. I think there needs to be subpoenas. I think there needs to be a Law and Order episode on the way the NFL has treated Justin Fields because I think it is completely destructive, and I want people to die practically for the
Right.
things that have happened to Justin Fields. That's we could talk about that later. For fantasy, though, I do believe that Russell Wilson, although how bad he is, $30 million that the Broncos are still paying, gave him away for free. He might be able to do a little bit better for the fantasy options. Najee is a little more shaky, but the pass catchers, it can't get worse, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it
really
definitely can.
worse.
It definitely can, and it might,
Sure, but it won't.
but it could.
And yeah, tell us what you guys think about the situation. Steelers fans, are you happy? Are you sad? Um, you know, what does this mean for fantasy? See you guys next time.